Okay, we've got one of our registrars who's kindly agreed to be a volunteer for this examination. I'll quickly show you how I do a brief shoulder examination. It shouldn't generally take more than a minute in a busy GP setting. So generally I start off, normally they have undressed their top. For the sake of convenience, we leave our registrar to have his top on. So if you pop your arms by your side there, first thing I do is check for an acromioclavicular joint tenderness right on the top there. Any tenderness over the sternoclavicular joint, and then ask them if there is any other areas of tenderness around the shoulder. Then I quickly check for the sensations. Can you feel me touching you there? Is that normal on both sides? Brilliant. What I'd like you to do is to try and copy me. Can you do that for me? So that's forward flexion, down. Do that from the side for me. Again, he's got full range of movements there. And come down. Elbows in your side. Turn your arms out. Normally, if they have a frozen shoulder, that part is restricted on the affected side. At the same time, I check for the posterior rotator cuff. Stop me from pulling you in. Hold that tight. That's very good. Then I'll look for the supraspinatus. Get their arms in front of them, thumb facing the floor like that. Stop me from pushing you down. Hold that tight again. So if they are weak, one side will go down or they'll have pain. The other part of the rotator cuff to check is the subscapularis. If you take this hand to this shoulder, stop me from pulling you away, and he's able to hold it, that means the subscapularis is intact. The other thing that we do is to check for impingement. There are hundreds of ways of testing for this, but I tend to abduct their arm, rotate it externally and internally. At extremes of rotation, they can complain of pain, which is suggestive of impingement. The other thing that we do check for is what's called a slap tag. So arm in front of them, pretty much like supraspinatus, where it's abducted. Here it is adducted, thumb facing the floor. Hold it there. Stop me from pushing you down. Normally, they complain of pain. If there is a slap tag, then check with the thumb up. Stop me from pushing you down again in the same position. If there is a slap tag, thumb down causes more pain than thumb up. And the other test to do is at acromioclavicular joint, cross adduct the arm. Is that tender over the ACG at all? No. And the last test to do would be for apprehension, arm abducted, externally rotated, and if they have anterior instability, which is instability in the front of the shoulder, if you externally rotate, they will not feel comfortable